You're listening to Hot Sauce Sports with Mo Cohen, Peeze and Terry Tam.
I now know that I'm on with a spy, depending on who's the captain of this ship. That's probably a bad thing if this podcast is supposed to go viral, isn't it?
Cordero Patterson like grabbing some shanks, gentlemen here. And he quote, and I quote, "I'm a grown man. I don't need nobody blank in my balls, my face."
In my teenage years, I'd get back from high school, I'd smash 2 pizza pockets. Carmelo Anthony never learned you can't live life just smashing pizza pockets.
Because he lost a double bet, what I did is I cut a jalapeno in half, and I filled it with hot sauce. So he's going to have to slurp this down.
Why you give me a fucking banana, dude? I'm not eating a banana. I'll rather piss in my mouth than eat this.
Okay, so there we go. Stop stalling. Let's go. Go.
Now, here are your hosts, Mo, Terry, and Peeze.
Welcome everyone, you are listening to and perhaps watching Hot Sauce Sports. I'm your host, Peeze and I'm joined of course.
Nice.
Bye.
That's how to start it.
My running mate, Terry Tam. Listen, when you make a mistake, you just go right through it. That's been the New York Knicks operating strategy for years. And of course, the man made the saddest by that is production manager.
Last couple weeks, waste of space.
Manager
of waste of space.
Waste management consultant.
Management consultant.
These Delries.
Yeah, Duke.
Hey, what's up, boys?
How's it going, Duke?
And we got our boy here.
You have my fully undivided attention this week,
That's
boys.
probably never gonna happen ever.
You have no undivided attention.
There is no attention that you can divide.
Sorry, what did you say?
Can we close the door?
I'm on
There's so many bugs. Doing this with the door open is a whole other level of vulnerability.
And I'm surprised we haven't gotten robbed yet.
There's some random kid
Because
crying.
everyone sees all
It's just
the-
it's just a garage.
Oh, we've been scoped like a good 5 times.
yeah.
since we
Today,
had
like
it.
some
Yeah.
people walk by like 3 times looking in. We're like, ooh.
And like
Yeah.
the worst is our equipment's fairly primitive, as we discussed.
Yeah.
Before.
But I want these for
kidding
my
me?
house after for the hand-me-downs when we don't need these anymore.
Anyone
Sounds good.
casing this place, they know.
So speaking of microphones, I was telling him before. I was looking for a new mic, and I just looked like last week, and I was just on my Yahoo Fantasy Football League, and on the right had the same link to the same mic that I was looking for.
Yeah.
To the Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon does that.
It's scary, man.
Here's a question for you. Why are you checking your fantasy football right now? We seem like we're pretty far away.
I'm the commissioner.
Is it
So
one of
I was
those
setting
leagues
up
that,
the-
is it a keeper league?
Yeah, it's a keeper league, and we
Okay.
we kicked out 2 guys left, so we had to add 2 new guys. So I had to send them the invites.
He didn't invite us, so let's just move on.
Why would I?
Good point. We're gonna just win that league too. So
Never won that league.
it's the
Came
time
close
of
twice.
year. It's the time of year that we start talking about fantasy. The time of year we start talking about Madden. We all are gonna go home after this likely and play Madden.
Yeah.
We're all in a league except for one belligerent producer for some reason.
But even Duke hasn't even chosen his team yet.
No, I think I have. I just
Well,
haven't
who is it?
checked since then.
Who is it?
Can't remember. I think it was
so choose your team.
It was the Broncos.
No,
That was last season.
that was last season.
Oh, okay.
That was Madden 19. We got Madden 20. Did you buy it?
No,
All right, there you go. That's
I'm
why.
Not, I'm not buying that.
Eagle? Are you gonna? Maybe. So that's a no.
But whether or not these guys will be playing Madden, and we do know Quinn Williams is playing with himself.
Oh yeah, it's
He
true.
did
Yeah.
mention that.
But you know what? It was funny because now he became my favorite player. But he should have like ran with it a bit. But like, I mean, I'm gonna go do that too. Just I didn't mean it that
yeah,
way. Or
it's like, listen, like I am gonna play with myself.
I'm
Gonna
gonna do it.
load the game. It's gonna be long and hard.
Well, stressful practices. I need to let go. Some
Stress
tension.
release. Stress release. I'm one with Quentin Williams.
Yeah.
And with that, it is the news.
Williams' penis.
He is the news. His
He is
penis was the news.
And has he signed? He signed. I guess he's at practice. He was the last one to sign.
It's pretty much automatic these days with like the rookie contracts. We'll talk a little bit about rookie deals and with the future of that later on in the show. But Draymond Green, he gets extended.
Talk about a rookie deal, huh?
He had 1 year and 18 million left. Instead, he gets his max contract in advance, 4 years. And now
100 million, 40 million guaranteed, something like that.
yeah, the big 3 are under contract till 2022. And given that we now have a new NBA where there's only one team with 3 superstars, how do you guys think this pans out
In the West?
for the
For the
Steve,
NBA in
for
general.
Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors?
It means that they're still going to contend against the Lakers. That's all it means. Is it's going to be one of those 2 teams now in the West. There's
There's also Kawhi's.
But you know what?
Clippers.
Actually, I'm an idiot. Utah. I've been saying it, and I'm going to continue saying it. Utah is going to the championship out of the West.
Mike Conley,
I mean-
right? Mike Conley went to Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, that's the piece.
No, it's
Yeah,
not the
he
piece.
is. He
No, it's not the
is.
piece.
He's-
I just always found last year they're very good, just younger, more experienced. They're like the Bucks, Utah, and the Bucks. They're kind of the same.
The Bucks do have like a couple years on them in terms
Yeah,
of
exactly.
development. I don't know if Utah's quite there yet. They
Beer's
do
open.
not serve beers past 3.7%. So I hope I don't have to follow a team that is that
Sober.
horrendously uninteresting and sober.
Horrendously
Jesus-
sober.
Jesus, Mormons, drink up.
But
How can you be that religious and that sober?
What do you
Is my
want?
question.
Draymond Green has improved a lot in one season.
So
He's averaged more points than ever. He's been consistently healthy.
But his shooting from range is getting worse season after season.
That's true, but
That's-
at the same time,
How is that game going to age? Is my question.
But I feel like with Draymond Green, it goes beyond the numbers. There's a lot of things about him that I like. I like him defensively. He's always been one of the best defenders in the NBA.
Hey, and he punches a dick like no one's business.
I know, but he can't be solely responsible for what some people are saying is like downfall of the Warriors. Like he's improved. He's improved in every way possible.
I think what's interesting is that a year ago we looked at Kevin Durant, and his stay. Like we thought he would stay with Golden State, and we said, well, who's out? Is it Clay or is it Draymond? And instead, the original three remain with the team.
Yeah.
And we see Kevin Durant moving on.
But just check this, okay, for a second. So Draymond Green in the playoffs, he averaged 13.3 points. Field goal percentage is 49.8. Not terrible, not great. Rebounds 10.1. Assists 8.5. I mean, we're talking, and he averages a block and a steal a game. So he does contribute a lot to it.
But those are all things that require athleticism. So
Right.
look
I think he's deserving of a max contract.
Oh,
He's-
absolutely.
He's
Yeah.
one of the best at his position in the league. So I think that max contract.
Now, is that enough? I mean, this is a team right now.
I don't think they're going to
yeah.
win. I just don't think they lost. They didn't just lose.
well, they did win a
Kevin
championship
Durant.
with these three guys.
This is
But
this
they
is
still
the,
had Iguodala. They still had Iguodala's gone.
Yeah,
No.
but they'll find other those kinds of players. Mid-tier players in the NBA are the most plentiful part of the NBA, right?
I
Like,
guess.
there's-
Yeah.
there-
But Iguodala was huge for them.
yeah, Iguodala was once a star in Philadelphia. He was on Team USA.
I
Like he
remember,
was,
yeah.
he was supposed to be the guy in Philly before Philly became a mess, and then now is on track.
Now
again.
was
Yeah.
You want to know the starting rotation for this year for the Warriors? We got the Steph Curry.
Yes, let's do starting rotations.
I just want to say this. I just want to say Steph Curry, D'Angelo Russell, Alfonso McKinney, Draymond Green, Willie Cauley-Stein / Kevin Looney.
And this thing, they even had the money to sign D'Angelo Russell, who now they can keep too.
How does that team fare though against the rest of the West?
The shooting is incredible. The defense, I think, is very good. Klay Thompson's an underrated defender, and Draymond, we all know what he can do on defense. But I think if either it's an arms race between the two teams in LA, the next one to get a single piece, even if it's like a B plus player, that becomes the favorite.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, man. It's just so to me the anything before game 50 in the NBA is useless.
Correct. Well, but yes and no. We also know. Well, in the past 3 or 4 years, we knew who was going to the finals. We knew which of the, these are the 4 teams of them. Of the 4 teams, 2 of them were going to the finals. We knew that the summer before the season started, right?
Right.
But
This season, though,
season's interesting.
this season's gonna be crazy.
Like Kawhi's decision to go to the Clippers changes
the whole landscape.
The whole landscape. It changes the East completely, and it makes the West this whole competitive.
And you got
like,
the Lakers too.
I remember being on this show in the winter and saying like, listen, the East is a lot better than it was.
Yeah.
Now him leaving shifts the
Absolutely.
balance.
And then you look at
completely.
what the
It's a strong
Pelicans have
West
done
again.
too. Like the Pelicans are going to be that underrated team that's always going to be a tough match. Every single.
They
I
remind
don't know
me-
if I'm going to
they
watch those
remind
games,
me
but
they remind me of Cleveland LeBron though. I think they'll get into the playoffs every year and just not compete.
but
until
consider
they can
that for a
add
second.
pieces.
You're saying they're going to get into playoffs. Think
I
about all the
think
other
so.
teams: the Jazz, you got the Nuggets, you have the Clippers, the Warriors, the Lakers. There's not enough space at some point. Like they could potentially get in. Also, the Sacramento Kings have
Sacramento kids.
Sacramento
Kids.
Yeah, those Sacramento kids. I don't think they're quite
Sacramento
going to make it
Princes.
just yet. So we do this because it's fun. We love sports.
Sometimes.
It is a distraction a lot of times from the things that actually matter and
Yep.
wonderful and horrible things like in the world. We like sports because we like to just screw around. And
Yeah,
unfortunately,
fuck
there are things in life that draw our attention back to the real world. The shooting in the United States last week. The 2 shootings. I was thinking the one
3 shootings
in El Paso specifically.
There was one in California right before the El Paso one.
I was thinking the El Paso one specifically, but
2 days there was 3.
in response to that, Alejandro Bedoya. I guess I won't have to say.
I was wondering where you're going with this. I'm like, okay, I remember this clip.
Alejandro Bedoya, MLS star.
Why are we looking at tennis though?
Because it magically refreshed itself.
He said it. He said it magically.
Why is it doing this?
Okay, ego fix while we talk.
It's amazing, guys.
Can
Episode 30.
Can you fix it with the sound and cue so that we can just have a normal conversation while you're fixing it? Thank you.
Hey, they call us growing pains.
We should have grown out of pains by now.
My
So
back
the-
is all grown up.
The thing is that so MLS star and now player of the week Alejandro Bedoya, after a goal, runs over to a mic and screams into the mic in reference to the shootings, demanding for Congress to do something.
Yeah.
And of course, his background is going to play into this politically. We are in a weird spot in that we're Canadian, and it would be unjust for us to not. It would be unjust for us to not draw attention. Do you want me just to talk about the clip and not play the clip?
No, we need to hear it.
Okay, because it's a great clip.
It's
so
an amazing clip.
I'd love to hear it.
Right here.
Pull back. Fabian left it. Bedoya shot off the post and in. And the Union take the early lead. In the 3rd minute, the captain comes up with a very big goal.
Hey, Congress, do something now! End gun violence, let's go!
Well, that was interesting and unexpected.
That comes courtesy of Fox Sports 1, which I think is kind of fitting.
That's why they were like we awkward about it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Why would he say such things?
Yeah, let's not talk about the shooting.
Why would we even consider these absolutely ridiculous asks?
And like Terry, I feel like you and I are interesting arbiters on this, and that we're not what you would consider most Canadians to be very left leaning and so on. We're not that at all.
No,
we're
not even close.
I have friends who have guns.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have a problem with it. That said,
For what reason do you have a gun?
Well, one of them, for example, lives in the countryside and hunts.
Good reason.
I mean,
I applied for my gun license last year, and
Mhm.
then I'm going to get my hunting license.
Yeah.
Because I want to hunt. But my guns are going to be locked away. They're not going to be assault rifles.
You know, the teachers need guns for mountain lions.
Oh,
and
you don't want me to
bears.
have a gun.
No, you absolutely
don't-
no,
Yeah,
no
Duke
way.
should not have.
No,
See, like,
no
that's
way.
my point, though. Like,
But I
people
would
like
use you as a reference, though.
Nice.
People like Duke shouldn't own a gun because of mental health. So
Because he said he's going to have his undivided attention, and so far he hasn't had his
yeah,
undivided attention.
I'm surprised he knew what we were talking about.
Yeah,
What are we talking about?
Exactly.
Guns. So what's interesting is Bedoya's background is he's Colombian, living in the United States, is a citizen.
Well, he sounded pretty English there.
Yeah. Eagle or Duke, can one of you find out if he's actually born in the U.S. or
Got it.
like when exactly he came to the United, or his family came to the United States? So the go back to your country thing is always interesting when this happens, right? Because
Oh,
if you
yeah.
don't like it, you can go back to Colombia.
Did somebody
But
tell
the
him
thing
that?
is that most Colombians left the country due to violence, where people were given guns and ran through the street and
But technically, all he said was end gun violence. He didn't say make guns illegal like most people say, or gun
Yeah.
control. He said end gun violence. That's it.
yeah, he said we need to do something.
Yeah.
And look,
Born in New Jersey.
born in Jersey, so
There
therefore he's absolutely American.
Raised in Western Florida.
And in which case he knows about guns.
Father was a professional soccer player.
Okay.
He's
I was gonna say-
professional soccer.
Anything else? You want to know his height?
So what do you
you want to
think?
know his weight?
But do you think he'll?
His father was a professional soccer.
He's
you-
5'10".
Period.
Do you think Bedoya's
How big
going
is
to
his
face
piece?
some backlash?
No, not at all. I think he's gonna get support from both sides.
Really.
Yeah, because the way he said it, he said, "Hey, Congress, end gun violence. Let's go."
So support on both sides. You mean that nothing will happen?
It means that everybody's gonna tweet about it and nothing's gonna happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's true.
Yeah.
Thoughts and
Of course
prayers,
not.
indeed.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
That said, dying at the hand of a gun is an awful way to die.
Yeah.
But Colorado's bringing
Unless you
back
live
an
by
old-
the gun.
Colorado's bringing back an old death. The plague is alive and well in Colorado.
What do you mean?
The Colorado Rapids
Oh, okay.
minor league baseball team canceled their post-game fireworks because of the plague.
The plague.
The plague.
No, the plague doesn't exist.
Oh no, it does. Apparently, there's 3 strains of the.
Hold on,
plague.
I'm on it.
One strain is
We'll get an answer
one
next
that's
episode.
born by fleas, and due to the increasing temperatures, there's a specific type of fleas that are now attacking the prairie dogs in Colorado, and these prairie dogs now may be transmitters of the plague. Just so you know. By the way, in case you were worried about enough shit, there's also the plague.
What the fuck, man? This doesn't make any sense.
You want to know the symptoms?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know if we got plague.
Yeah, I want to know.
You got abdominal pain.
Don't check.
I mean, I just dropped a deuce.
Yeah.
You have diarrhea.
It could be plague.
Diarrhea.
That was definitely plague shit.
Two.
Yeah, there's nausea and vomiting.
Yeah. Right. Right
fever.
before.
I feel my
Fever and chills.
I didn't get that. 3 out of 4.
This
How do you
thi-
get both fever and chills? It sounds like it
Well,
sucks.
chills are caused by the fever.
This one I don't get because it says extreme weakness. It's like saying, you're just weak, bro.
Bitch, you don't lift? You got plague.
Next, you got bleeding. Blood may or not be able to clot.
Wait. So, blood clotting and not blood clotting are symptoms.
So
This
yeah,
is why
bleeding.
WebMD's answer to everything is cancer.
So bleeding, but the blood might not clot. Is what they're saying. Which I don't understand how that works. Because doesn't blood clot it eventually, or it just doesn't stop?
No, I think when your body goes in like a shock and you're using a lot of blood, it clots to save it.
Or you're
Save
taking
itself.
blood thinners, so
Yeah.
it doesn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, blood thinners will push it through.
Next, shock.
Actually, I don't want to know.
Well, I'd be shocked if I had plague.
And last is skin turning black, gangrene, and then finally amputation of limbs.
Well, it's because of the gangrene.
Yeah.
Sounds
The
like a party to me.
amputation isn't a symptom.
Sounds like a party. Yeah. Symptom amputation. But you cut it off.
that's
Yeah,
like
that's a
saying-
symptom.
that's
But
like
you
saying-
cut it off though.
That's like saying the symptom is chainsaw.
You cut off my leg. Yeah, it's a symptom of your plague. But you cut it off. But it was a
Bro,
symptom. Dude, somebody explain what a symptom is to this guy.
Yeah, he obviously doesn't know. Yeah, I never thought we'd get
That's a
to
good
the point.
bit.
And like I was ready to go off on anti-vaxxers about this shit because I'm like, the plague's back. It has to be, and there was another story unrelated to this one.
Yeah.
Where
Well, vaccinations,
guys were
they give you a
eating-
little bit of the disease, so they're gonna give you
they give you some plague. So these guys were eating. They're drinking the blood of rats.
Who's this?
I don't remember where. It was somewhere in the United States. The 2 guys were drinking blood of rats because they read somewhere that an ancient, people before the age of internet thought that this was like gonna give you like virility, and instead they got plague. So
they thought it was gonna be boner juice.
yeah, it doesn't mean boner juice.
jam.
Instead, it's bone thinning juice.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hell of a
quite
fucking
quite
story.
a turn.
Hell of a
Quite
fucking
turn.
story. So what happened? So there's plague and they had to cancel a game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they canceled. They let the game happen.
Okay, so just whatever.
They canceled the post game fireworks.
So wait, they get to let
So
the
why
game-
is it more dangerous during fireworks?
Because everybody gathers.
Oh, because
together.
they go to the parking lot.
Yeah.
Wait. So they knew there was plague, but they
Yes.
didn't cancel the game,
Correct.
or was it that the players are still playing?
No, they didn't cancel the game at all.
So, but
They just canceled the fireworks after the game.
It's really not that.
There's a game and there's fireworks.
okay,
Because minor league games are an excuse to drink, right?
yeah.
They're awesome, by the way. I've been to see the Ottawa Lynx.
Yeah, I saw
It's
the.
just rip-a-too.
It's not like that
I
in Montreal, though. Eh? We really don't have great parties before a game. You know.
like,
Well, but we
like
don't have minor
tailgating.
league teams.
Well,
we
no,
have
the
Laval
Alouettes.
Rockets.
The Alouettes is whatever. Like Laval Rockets, whatever.
Yeah, the
Cana-
Habs, there's
Canadians,
no tailgating.
Canadians, like there's
we
not
need
much
to
of that.
tailgate Laval Rockets and live stream.
I'm down. I'm still down.
But there's nowhere you could to do it.
Well, listen. We'll
The
find a
parking's
way.
underground.
Yeah.
So
You
we
can't
drink
tailgate
underground
underground.
like homeless people. I was about to say a term you can't say in 2019.
We can't say that.
Hobums? No, we can't use either of those.
All right. Next question.
Next question is
It's not rapid fire. It's not rapid fire.
I'm very
You sent this to our attention. Actually, this is kind of messed up. Colby Covington had some
Oh, yeah.
controversial
This is bad.
comments about MMA legend Matt Hughes after his win. And Eagle, is this ready?
Wait, pause it 1 second.
We go to the judges.
So I have to give you some context. So
I
Matt
was gonna
Hughes.
do it after the.
Oh, okay. So go.
Go
Finish.
ahead.
Scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-44, 50-45, and 50-45 for the winner by unanimous decision, Colby Chaos Covington.
All right, I'm here with your winner, Colby Chaos Covington. one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and what you just turned in was one of the most impressive, inspiring offensive efforts we have ever seen. Volume with your wrestling, with your striking. I'd imagine you got to feel pretty good about your efforts tonight. Congratulations on a monumental
He
win.
bumped to the ground 10 times.
Yeah, I was truly inspired when the first family came to the building and came to see me backstage. Let's give it up to the Trumps. They're in the building tonight. They're keeping it.
First time I've seen them in a long time.
I've never seen an Asian Trump before. There he is.
Asian Trump.
There's
I
Asian
also
Trump.
want to thank the troops.
He
Without
barebacked
the
a lot
troops,
of strippers.
and, you know,
so.
when our servicemen and women, none of this would be possible. They sacrificed our lives for our freedoms, and I wouldn't be able to do this today
They
without them.
They sacrificed our lives. and
You
our
threw
freedom.
nearly 600 strikes tonight. You attempted 18
And
takedowns, took him
Well,
down
because if they
10
lose,
times. How
then
did
the
this fight
invasion's
play
coming.
out relative to your expectations coming in here tonight?
Hey, let's talk about the lesson we learned tonight. It's a strong lesson that Robbie should have learned from his good buddy, Matt Hughes. You stay off the tracks when the train's coming through, Junior. Don't matter if it's a Trump train or the Colby train. Get out the way!
On the strength of a
we can
performance
cut
like
it
this,
right
you
there.
have
Yeah, we
only
can cut it
heightened
right
anticipation for...
Eagle.
Yeah, here it- Eagle!
Eagle!
Yeah, there it is. He stopped it.
So, Matt Hughes injured in a terrible accident where his truck was struck by a train.
Yeah.
That was the reference by Colby Covington.
Yeah.
Since then, the fight community has erupted and is very
Of course,
unhappy with
I
it.
was. Some people came after me too, so I answered kind of thing. Aaron Bronstetter at TSN, I was going back and forth with him on Twitter, and I told him, I go, what he said was classless. Like, you can talk shit or whatever, but that comment that he said was classless. It doesn't matter. And then I get some flack. I got some flack on Twitter. People were messaging me saying, like, I got DMs with articles of people saying, like, you don't know what you're talking about. Matt Hughes is a bad guy. I don't care if he's a
Doesn't
bad guy.
matter.
I don't care if he's a
It
bad guy.
doesn't matter. It's not.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
He's
here.
not the ones. He's not saying, "Hey guys, look at Matt Hughes. He's a piece of garbage."
One guy is like, he has a lawsuit against his own brother. I'm like, okay, maybe his brother owes him money.
You know what? Duke, you owe me $5. You deserve to be hit by a train.
Wait, what?
Eagle,
What?
You didn't answer my text earlier today. Go get hit by a train.
So,
Terry, you're supposed to work on the script earlier. Train.
well, I was gonna.
Train.
Damn it. But yeah, so it's just fucking shitty, man. It is shitty.
Yeah.
One guy told me a story, like, so he's like, Matt Hughes is an asshole. He cut off the the testicles of pigs and just throw them at his friends. But he's like from like
Wait,
wait,
rewind
this.
Matt Hughes did that.
That might be train worthy.
He cut the testicles off the pigs that he's gonna slaughter.
Okay.
He had a farm. He grew up on a farm, and he throw them at his friends as a joke.
Were they? Was it live balls or dead balls?
It was a live pig, cut off balls.
Okay.
Throw.
Wow.
From
So
what I
the balls
understand.
are always dead because they're not sentient. So
It's
live
goes on
pig
my
dead
head right
balls.
now. So big.
So how do you think this will affect whether or not he'll get fights?
Colby.
Yeah.
But he's gonna get a fight tomorrow.
Well, no, but because a lot of fighters are upset by this.
Doesn't
as well.
matter.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the next title shot.
That's
Against Kamaru, Marty, fake newsman.
yes.
His real name is Kamaru Usman, but everybody calls him Marty because his coach used to call him Marty because he couldn't pronounce his name. So people thought that he changed his name to Kamaru, but his name was always Kamaru. But then so Colby, because him and Trump like each other, Colby calls Kamaru Marty fake newsman.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty funny.
It was also just that was really weird. It's like,
Yeah.
you better step the tracks whether it's the Covington train,
The Trump train or the Colby train.
but like, so do people know him as the Colby train?
No, he gives himself nicknames every time he opens his mouth.
Oh, that's kind of odd. That's
yeah,
kind of
his
awesome.
nickname is actually Chaos.
Chaos. Yeah.
He's a very
Chaos
good
train.
fighter. He's a very good fighter, and he's selling himself, which is fine. But he'll sell him. He'll be like,
But
I'm on a private jet, and then like pictures will be coming out of him like going into coach.
Do you think when was the last Trump you think was on a train in his lifetime?
Well, trains.
Yeah.
They have their own private trains.
Private train, is
Yeah.
that a thing? Dude,
100%.
Look up what a private train is.
I pick up those. I picture those old trains like on the
like the old time
the Murder on the Orient, whatever it's called there.
Meridian on the Orient Express.
Yeah, like that one. That's what I picture.
Find out if there's such thing as private trains and what it would cost to get a hot sauce private train.
Why Trump wants you to be afraid of high-speed trains is the first article that came up on CNN Politics.
You know why? Because it's electric and it doesn't run on coal. That's why he wants.
They keep saying coal is the next sustainable.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
am I right? Nope.
I wanted to say something else about Colby. Colby, he's fucking classic though. He's very good on Twitter, but he won. He's a very good fighter. He's gonna fight for the belt. So anyway, it's interesting. But I think that he's gonna be super popular now because people want to see him lose.
Yeah. Which
You know
is that's a weird thing about MMA is you're most popular when people want to see you lose.
Pretty much, yeah. Conor McGregor was a mix of both.
Yeah.
Like, just people hated him, people loved him, so people just tuned in.
Do you feel like people are still watching UFC? I feel as if it's
Yeah, it has them with ESPN now. That their deal with ESPN, they get a shit ton of viewers.
Did you guys
They're
hear
actually,
about?
like,
did you
up
guys
really high.
did you guys hear that today? That Disney announced Disney Plus platform, which is
Yeah.
going to include Hulu Plus, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus.
Basically,
They
all the
announced that
internet.
like 2 years ago.
No, today
no,
was
no.
official. Today it's
Yeah.
official.
Well,
And
the
they also
launch
no
of it's
because they
official.
announced a subscription, $12.99 a month in the States. Is that going to kill Netflix?
They announced it when they bought Fox.
Why wouldn't it
2
kill
years ago.
Netflix?
It'll be a separate thing. What's gonna happen is,
You've-
it's a weird way to we got from train killings to this, but
The Disney behind TV.
what it's
Disney
gonna, what's
owning
gonna
the world.
happen is TV is at a transition point where we're gonna build our own streaming packages rather than having a traditional cable package. I personally prefer it because if I'm paying for stuff, let me pay for the things I want rather than give me an overpriced TV package that gives me 300 channels.
But that's also going to be the reason why we won't be able to access ESPN Plus here. It's the same reason why we can't get ESPN Plus now. So are they still going to charge me $12.99 a month to get Disney and Hulu and not ESPN? You know, like it's being offered in the
interesting.
States, but I'd like to see how that applies to us in Canada.
I don't see a way Disney loses a battle in Canada. You know what I mean? There's just too many horses behind.
Because at this
Disney.
point, like they own Fox and they own so many other studios that they're going to be able to put everything. That's why I'm trying to think like, what will be Netflix's recourse into this?
Netflix, they're already losing money.
Yeah,
they're
But like
hemorrhaging.
aside from releasing Witcher soon, I don't see what else Netflix has planned.
Well,
That's
they
gonna
just
combat
Netflix.
this.
Netflix. What they've done is focus a lot of their money on content creation.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's causing them to hemorrhage money.
Yeah.
The next portion of their business plan
Because
has to be
they're-
acquisition.
They're not getting more. They're not getting more subs. They're just getting the same subs that are watching these shows. So it's different. I mean,
It's tough. It's a tough field.
how many people are subscribed to Netflix?
Everyone.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. So let's say I'm just gonna give a really low number. I think 250 million people pay a monthly subscription to Netflix, right? Monthly at $13.99. How are you going bankrupt?
Because it's costing them a fortune to create the content to create.
I get it, but you know,
Like they're spending a lot of money on content.
I know
Because you have like 40 TV shows running concurrently at a spend of $100,000 a day.
It's crazy.
The Netflix subscriber base right now is at 148.9 million.
Oh, okay.
Well, not even 250.
Oh wow, I was
Yeah,
lowballing it.
Step up your game, Netflix.
I was lowballing it, thinking they had like 500.
Oh, but also how many
worldwide?
How many people are sharing accounts?
Yes,
though?
exactly.
Yeah.
And
Like,
you know
I
they're
have
going to
4 people
fight that.
sharing mine.
They're going to fight that.
I don't even know who's sharing it anymore.
They don't want to fight that. They want that.
Yeah.
You don't live in my house.
So it's me,
I have to change my password
sister,
constantly.
me,
But I'll tell you
Ow.
what. I'll tell you what happens constantly as well is
Rapid
rapid
fire.
fire, which we're coming back to. Got no
Especially when you get the
guest
plague, rapid fire, huge.
today. We got no guest this week. We will come back to rapid fire. Duke, hopefully you're prepared.
I'm so ready this week, boys.
Hell yeah!
Got my undivided attention. Gilbert Arenas sounds off on why
Why?
Jeremy Lin wasn't successful.
Okay,
in
we're
the
jumping
NBA.
right into it
We're
again.
jumping right into it. No
All right, let's
break.
do it. Can you say it again? Go.
It's a good thing we don't have sponsors yet.
Good thing we're live. Okay, go. Yeah.
Gilbert Arenas
Yes.
sounds off on why Jeremy Lin wasn't successful in the NBA.
Oh yeah, so Gilbert
So-
Arenas said basically, look, the situation was Melo and Amari like things a certain way. They want to play a certain way, and if you didn't fit that mold specifically, there just wasn't room for you on the court. So once Melo returned from his injury, there was no room for Jeremy Lin to grow, and then he never found an optimal situation again. I mean, look, the guy's talented, right? To have any 2-week span of success in the NBA, you need to
To
be
have
talented.
a nickname, to Linsanity, to being a god in your home country, to fucking
Yeah.
to earn the money you earned because you deserved it. You know.
And like he's had a decent I think he played 8 years.
Yeah.
You know, that's a very, very decent career.
Of course.
I think it's it's a fair criticism. I don't know if it's entirely that. I saw him
tough.
forget how to dribble when they went to play the Heat, and D Wade and LeBron made it their mission to double insanity, and he just all the wheels fell apart. So I don't think he was necessarily at that level, but I think he'll still play today. I think he'd be a backup point guard on any team. Of
course.
Well, I was going to say, he doesn't crack the top 12 of any team. That doesn't make sense to me.
That also doesn't make sense to me. I think it's a combination of what he wants to pay for, what his agent's looking for.
Yeah.
It's just easier to draft a guy on a rookie deal and take a chance versus pay a guy, $6 or $7 million, or even use a mid-level exception.
But
where you're like, I don't know. I don't know if I would rather do that than just draft a guy in the second round and see if he can ball handle.
But you got to get the Asian vote, so I think any team should take him.
Fair. That seems like a racist reason.
No, just, you got to get the Asian vote.
A Broadway production. The New York Giants say that their QB plan for Thursday will reveal itself. What does that mean?
It means
I don't know.
It means that it doesn't matter. Daniel Jones is probably going to play full games.
Well, I mean, he's gonna start in
preseason.
he's gonna start
No
in the
one
preseason.
plays a full game.
Well, maybe not full game, but he's going to play at the ball.
No, he's gonna play. Apparently, he's gonna start in the preseason. So
There you
we'll
go.
see how it goes.
hope
Also,
he does.
I'd like to remind everyone about the current Giants depth chart. You have Eli Manning, Daniel Jones. You also have Kyle Lauletta, who got arrested last year for trying to evade the cops.
Which means
And-
he's a friend of the show.
Alex Tanney.
Yeah, listen.
All
Baker-
names don't matter.
Baker Mayfield also tried to evade the cops.
And 300 wide receivers.
Yes.
Baker Mayfield.
If you play with Eli Manning, you will get hurt. It's a fact.
They don't even
He
have
is the
Golden.
curse.
They don't even have Golden Tate for the first
Golden
4
Tate?
games.
Golden Tate is a better.
They don't
Golden
even.
Tate is a
They
much
don't even
better.
have him for the first 4 games. I don't know who the receiver is going to be the starting of the season.
No, they're going to go on
Yo,
for
call up some hot sauce sports.
Corey
boys
Coleman's
and that.
injured.
And Sterling Shepard's injured too.
Yes. A broken thumb or something.
So
Yeah, but he'll play.
What I find it interesting though is the plan for the preseason will be unveiled. That doesn't say that they're going to say what the plan for the season. They don't know what they're doing yet for the
They don't
season.
know what they're doing. Maybe
So
they're going to go Daniel
Isn't that
Jones.
the plan for every team to unveil what they're doing in the preseason?
Maybe they go Daniel Jones, and then I'm right.
But didn't they do a
doesn't
whole
mean
press
anything.
conference saying we have a plan, but we're not telling you what it is?
Yes.
That's the thing. Their plan is
they
gonna
just said this
reveal
again.
itself.
And now they did it. Yeah, part two
Part
of
two.
their no plan.
Yeah. Of the plan that does not exist. He who we shall not speak of.
Plan that should not be named.
Gone afoul. Jim Harbaugh famously brings his glove to baseball games. He's told a story on Part of My Take about one occurrence when he caught a foul ball and a kid asked him to fork it over.
I mean, the one I tell people is that I was there with my wife, Sarah. There was a
What a
kid
beauty,
sitting
yeah.
behind us, and
Sarah?
I caught it,
Yeah.
and the youngster was like, can I have the ball, mister? Mister, can I have the ball? No, you can't have the ball. Get your own ball. And so my wife, Sarah goes, give the kid a ball. You know, it's a kid. Jim, what's the matter with you? Sarah, he's sitting in these seats. He probably, he's on a weekday when he should be in school. I mean, this is probably some rich kid who doesn't need a ball. So,
Right.
And he needs to learn how to get his own ball.
Yes. That's the most important part. Yes.
She finally broke me down. I gave the kid the ball. And then he goes, that's my 4th ball this week.
Oh, what a little jerk. No. You read it right.
Yeah,
you read the situation
Trust
right.
your instincts.
Yes.
Give a kid a ball, and he'll have a ball for a day. You teach a kid to catch a foul ball, he'll collect them for life.
Did you take it back?
No,
that would be a great end of the story. You should change that story and be like, give it back.
PFT's hilarious.
That ball back kid.
I love those dudes.
Big Cat for me is the best. I
Yeah.
love that guy.
He's my spirit animal.
Oh fuck, man, he's hilarious. I find his dry humor unbelievably funny.
It's interesting that Harbaugh initially didn't want to get involved, but he read him completely. And best judging character in the world, Jim Harbaugh.
Sure.
I mean,
How? Who did he judge? What character did he?
Can't
judge?
beat Ohio State, but he can read
yeah.
characters.
he knew he's a rich ass kid who didn't need more balls.
He's a good recruiter, so you got to be able to read people. When you're
No,
a
he's
recruiter.
not. Can't even get a quarterback. He's not a good
It's
recruiter.
college football. Only 3 of them have quarterbacks.
Missing Elliott. Zeke Elliott is prepared to sit out an entire season, as Le'Veon Bell did last season. Is this a bluff? Or is this
not a
a
bluff.
new way to do business
It's
in the
a new way-
NFL?
It's a new way to do business. He's
I
trying
love
to.
when you guys read that.
He's trying to force.
You could also write your own.
Yeah.
No, I love
By
it.
the
I'm
way,
loving it. I'm loving it.
Zeke
I'm
is
loving
trying
it.
to force the Cowboys' hand, which is, I mean, it's his right to, right? Whatever it is.
What I find interesting is the way the rookie contracts work for NFL players. The position that's most punished is the position with the shortest longevity, which is
Running backs.
running backs. A lot of running backs never make it to their
30.
their second contract. Never make it out of. Never make it. They don't even make it through the rookie contract a lot of times. So I think that first of all, the fact that it's just not a free market, I find personally insulting.
Yeah.
But aside from that, you need to readjust. You need to readjust the situation so that running backs, perhaps they get a 1-year rookie deal, and then you got to re-sign them. Because if the converse is that we get holdouts every summer for running backs. I just it's frustrating. You know what? The careers are short and they're replaceable anyway. Sign them with 2 or 3 year deals.
Absolutely.
You know, and if you can't judge a good one, then you don't deserve to have extra cap space.
Absolutely, I agree. That's a good call. But I hope he signs as a Cowboys fan. So we'll see.
Spur of the moment.
As a fantasy player.
That too. What?
Spur of the moment. After hiring longtime Spur as an assistant coach, Greg Popovich said in an interview, Tim Duncan doesn't know a lick about coaching. I don't even know why I hired him. He's giving me a paycheck for 19 years, so I was kind of obliged to pay him back.
So he's just being funny, Popovich.
Yeah. So the clip kind of sells this, but it's a typical basketball practice clip where you just hear bouncing balls and you can barely hear the voice, so we couldn't include it.
What does Popovich owe like to the Ginobili, Duncan, David Robinson,
his wife?
Like he had some fucking good players. Is he the reason why they were good?
Well, he's the reason they didn't leave. That's why the whole Kawhi situation was very strange.
Wasn't there even a
Popovich
cheating
is
scandal
great,
at
man.
one
I
point
love that
while
guy.
they were all together? There was a cheating scandal with Parker and I think one of the other
But that's
guys.
just basketball. That's
Yeah.
basketball.
No, I think
and
Tony
basketball.
Parker. No, Tony Parker. Well, I think he was married to Eva Longoria, not Evan Longoria. And
I mean, it's 2019. He can marry Evan Longoria.
I
if he
think he got
wishes.
caught cheating on her. I think, or they may still be together. She's a smoke show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Missile.
Yeah, so he cheated on Longoria with Erin Berry, the wife of Brent Berry.
That's what it is.
All right.
Yeah.
That's just because Brent Berry is a jerk.
It's true, and Brent Berry went nuts online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's other ways to go nuts, but I can
Yeah.
see why you go nuts. So it just this is Popovich being Popovich. I'm interested. It's just bizarre to see Tim Duncan being an assistant coach because most times NBA stars when they go into coaching just want to start coaching immediately, right? So it's cool to see him sort of work his way up through the ranks.
He just hired his
similar
friend.
how Patrick Ewing's done.
He just hired his friend. It's like a bromance thing. Like, hey man, they're gonna fuck around every day.
Which leads me to the point. Maybe assistant coaches in the NBA don't do anything
Also,
because
they're
you only have
useless.
12 players.
And why is there 6 of them?
It's 1 for 2 guys.
Pocket pool. WSU coach Mike Leach talks about why he doesn't like nylon shorts.
Pockets.
Nylon.
Yeah, you always have pockets. I don't understand those nylon shorts. You know, you jog around and your stuff flaps all over the place.
So true.
You know, I've never liked those.
How many pairs of cargo shorts do you have?
Difficult to say because now it's gotten to where they,
Is he
they'll
being
give them
serious?
to me.
That's
And
weird,
you'll
eh?
say, "Here, check these ones out," type of thing.
The man
I
who
love
loves
this
pirates doesn't like nylon shorts because
I love this
your
guy.
junk just flaps around.
He looks like he's got too much CTE.
What I find interesting
Is weed legal in Nebraska?
No, they can't be.
Do you guys?
that will be the last state to legalize weed.
I recently had to get rid of all the cargo shorts in the house because the wife just decided.
Same
like,
here,
nah.
by the way.
It's
Same
like
here.
It's not the too early 2000s
I haven't had
anymore.
cargo shorts in a long time. I feel like Eagle wears cargo shorts. Eagle?
No, we're jorts.
Jean shorts.
But not just the regular ones, like a gray colored one.
Oh, they're not jeans.
But
then.
cargo shorts are
Jorts.
great for fishing and camping because you put beers in it, and you can if you have nylon shorts. He's right. The lack of pockets is disturbing.
Lack of pockets is disturbing, but I don't know how he went from a lack of pockets to your nuts flapping around on the inside.
He's just
Is
not.
he-
he doesn't
is he
wear
just
underwear.
always go commando?
He goes commando, yeah.
Going commando in cargo shorts is brave.
Oh man, it is
Because like the pockets can weigh you down, right?
Yeah.
So you can go from being Mike Leach, respectable coach, to Mike Leach. Holy shit, he's not wearing pants.
Going commando in nylons is brave because if you get a solid one going, it's going right through those nylons.
Oh yeah, it's popping right out.
Also, when your cargo shorts go down, it's always your ass crack that shows first. Never the front.
Of course.
I like Mike Leach is a big
Does that-
dude. He's got crack. He's got crack problems.
Yeah.
He's crack showing.
Yeah, he's got a crack. Final segment.
Oh, we all did some research for this. Terry suggested the idea.
I'm asking. You guys answer.
Oh, because I have some too.
Okay,
I'll
so we'll do
fire
that.
back with some too.
Okay, so
I don't have any, by the way.
How many do you have? I only have 5.
Of course, the one thing we asked you to do.
I have 5.
I have. I guess I can have 4.
Okay, so I'll go first.
You go first. We'll go back and
This is
forth.
the one I asked in the group chat.
What is the segment?
Oh, the segment is Would You Rather? And we give you the most
have any
ridiculous options ever.
The hockey player. I can't pronounce hockey names. I just didn't know in advance. Is it Brooks Lake?
Like.
I can't pronounce hockey names.
Would you rather?
Yeah.
A, be Bill Belichick's wife's sex slave.
Would you try that again?
Yeah, try it again.
B, Belichick's wife's sex slave. So you're her sex slave.
Yeah.
Because she's smoking. B, have Bill Belichick as your sex slave.
Well, the only way I see this is I have too much of an ego.
Of course, and it's consensual. They know that you're gonna.
Obviously,
yeah.
like they're proposing this to me.
Absolutely.
Exactly. It's 2019.
Yeah.
So
2020, Madden 20 came out.
Madden 20 came out. So it's 2020, which is time travel. See, I have too much of an ego to be Bill Belichick's wife's slave.
Okay.
Because Bill Belichick's such a tactician, you know he does that shit perfect.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, there's no way, like, I'm not going to, like, by comparison, I'm going to be flopping around there. I'm going to be like, I'll be Nate Peterman by comparison. I'm not going to be no Tom Brady in bed.
So the question is
I won't be able to execute.
The way you answer this question is, do you
I figure with
like
Bill
being
Belichick,
in
I'll
control?
learn. I'll become the Tom Brady of sex.
And who will be the grasshopper? Wax on, wax off.
Exactly. Who will whack off?
So you?
What the fuck? I don't. Yes.
Well, it's one or the other.
Sure.
Who is sex slave?
Be the sex slave or have a sex slave. And the sex slave is a man, and you are the sex slave to a woman.
Sure. I'll be the one dominated.
Eags.
The women option, please.
Yeah. Same here. I think
You guys are all cowards.
I think same here.
You guys are all cowards. So I got one. Would you rather get your toe sucked by NHL player
Yeah.
Brooks Lake, whose wife says Julianne Huff, his wife, likes that.
Yeah.
So would you rather he suck your toes, or your girl write a book about all your sexual quirks?
I'd rather suck the toes.
Right?
I don't want to be exposed.
No. You have your toes sucked by Brooks Lake.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah.
Okay.
So someone's sucking on my toes.
Yeah.
Hockey NHL player sucking your toes versus
that.
your wife writing a book about
It's
your
not even
your
close.
sexual quirks.
Yeah, I'll suck a pair of toes, man.
No,
if
it's
that's what
not
you're
you.
down.
He sucks your toes.
Fucking
Okay, I
idiot,
mean, I'll
not
do that
you.
too. If that's what you're down with, man, that's good.
Terry just wants to suck someone's toes.
Yeah. Just give me some toes right here. I'm not even a foot guy.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I might have triggered something right now.
We all know what you're watching tonight.
He answered toe sucking.
I would not only have my toes sucked, but also film it so I can blackmail him for lots of contract money.
Wow.
No, but it's common. Like at this point, we all accept him as toe sucker.
I believe it.
Like you're late on the news,
but
so.
it's still on video.
Yeah.
It's worth something.
Okay, so would you rather?
Yeah.
I'm going to skip a couple here.
I got a heartwarming one next. Actually.
No, don't skip it. Just go.
Okay, so would you rather be blind with a massive cock?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That
done.
yes.
Or be deaf with a below average cock, but you can still see everything happening.
I'm already the second one. So
it's true. You're deaf in one ear,
yeah,
and you got a below average piece.
Yeah. So therefore,
I would rather be blind with a bigger cock, basically.
Yeah. So you're blind with a bigger cock.
Yeah, because
and you're pretty much blind.
Yeah.
You can't see without your glasses.
Yeah. So basically, it's just an upgrade for me.
Technology just helped you.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
still blind.
I was just born at the right time.
So stupid.
The first one's blind, right?
Yeah.
And the
Blind,
second-
huge cock,
and then that one is
or
deaf.
just deaf, average size cock.
Which is the one that I think if you're deaf,
It's-
you can't taste anything?
No, that's
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 an
no, that's
entirely
absolutely not true.
different sense.
I'll go number one.
If you can't smell, you can't taste. That's what. It is.
Which you described was taste deafness.
Okay, go Peeze.
No, eagle.
Eagle.
I think I'd go deaf.
Yeah, because you can see. I mean,
The sight is very important.
like,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
what the
same
fuck.
here.
I don't know what the fuck I would
Because
do if I
below
were
average size
design.
cock, you can do shit with it.
Yeah,
But blind,
yeah,
it's like, what are you banging?
No, but forget about that.
Yo, but titties are basically braille.
But like me and Eags are very like everything we do is visual. So if we can't use our
I
eyes,
can't
we're fucked. I
drive.
know it's
I
like
can't
I
work.
already don't drive. I barely
got a
work.
giant piece. But when you say giant piece, how giant we're talking?
Like
A
nine,
meatloaf.
nine
A
inches. 9 inches
meatloaf.
is considered big. So yeah,
No, that's not
it's
even.
like Ron Jeremy big, man.
I would like. If I'm going to go blind, I need a comical.
Yeah.
I need like 15.
You
So-
asked the question. You're telling us to wrap it up. Fuck.
Miami Marlins rookie Isan Diaz hit his first ever career home run against the Mets, obviously.
Yeah, naturally.
While his parents were being interviewed in the stands, and his parents absolutely lost their
Yeah.
shit. Awesome moment. Would you rather
Mm-hmm.
watch your kid hit their first ever home run in
Or-
the majors, or see them score their first ever goal, or first ever touchdown in the NFL?
So basically, what sport
What
do
sport?
I like? Yeah.
That's
All
that-
pro-
that's
all
a that's a
pro?
change up.
All
Yeah,
pro?
I said it was heartwarming. I like the story.
All pro?
I wanted to mention it.
I think I'll say home run. Home run sounds really cool, especially if you're in that section that gets the ball. You know.
Yeah, because I would say for football, it's a team sport.
Yeah.
For soccer, it's a team sport, but baseball, it's just you and the pitcher, right?
That's it, yeah.
You smash it.
It's more of it's more of a solo achievement.
I still go soccer because goals in soccer sometimes can really come few and far between.
That's another good point.
So I feel like you'd score a lot less goals than catch touchdowns or hit home runs.
I just feel there's something special about a baseball, even a ballpark. There's nothing more impressive in that game. You know what I mean? And like it literally travels into the crowd,
like hitting a nice curveball. You know,
like soccer, you put the ball into the crowd, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Baseball, you put the ball into the crowd, it's awesome.
Like, it's a celebration.
You chip a ball in golf into the crowd, it's just gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe a lawsuit.
But no.
Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you rather be a starting quarterback in a really small school, like university, Div 1, but a really small one, or be the third string at like Alabama or Clemson?
I got to play, bro.
You got to play,
Because Bowling Green, let's go.
Bowling Green.
Give me that football school life. Big time party time.
Big time party time. I'm on Eagles' page on this one.
Yeah?
No, I got to play.
Yeah, boy.
I'm too
Depends
much
on
of
how
an
good I
egomaniac.
am.
Too much. I would just play for worse and worse schools.
Oh, okay.
So I can look good.
Just keep on transferring.
Yeah.
Look,
that's why I said Bowling Green.
I'd rather be the rhythm guitarist than the drummer.
Okay. I get it. I get what you're saying.
I mean, they both suck.
Actually, I'd rather be the drummer. Drummer is,
Okay, fine. The bassist. Better?
Bassists are nerds.
You gotta be a loser to be a bassist.
Okay, go. Last one.
I got two, though.
Okay, do.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do two. If you want, I'll end it too.
Okay, good. Yeah, I don't have any more.
Okay. Andre Drummond said that he now drinks a beer a day in his diet by necessity. Would you rather have to drink a beer a day, but you can't ever drink more than a beer a day?
So one beer a day.
One beer a day, that's it.
Every day.
Or you live a lot less longer but can drink as much as you want.
So reality.
I'd rather drink one beer a day.
So reality. All right.
So fucking reality.
You know my choice in this one.
I'd rather drink one beer a day and live longer. I'm not a huge beer guy.
I need to have wine on my weekend, bro.
So wine. He's not talking about wine.
Or just
He said
no, but you
beer.
said
It
to
doesn't
drink
say you
anything.
can't drink wine.
He said beer.
No,
It
but
says you have to have a beer a day.
okay, but I can drink anything else. I can have a beer a day, but also drink
Like
whiskey
you wake
too.
up, have a beer, your quota's done. But you have to have one a day, and you can't have more.
It can't.
The other one, you can drink as much beer as you want, but
But how about other boozes?
That's
Can I
fine.
mix? So even with the first option,
yeah.
so it's a beer a day, but I don't.
I guess that,
can
that
drink
destroys my question, though.
Yeah, I know.
because You'll still die quickly this
giant
way.
flaws. Next question. Last one, please.
Next, okay. So, would you rather fail a drug test or find out that your girlfriend's pregnant from cheating on a drug test, as DJ Cooper just did from his FIBA drug
I still
test?
can't believe that's a story.
Double fail.
Yo, that's a bad day.
The headline was the result of your blood test was you're pregnant.
I would rather. What was the first one?
Fail the drug test.
Fail the drug test,
or
be
find out
suspended,
that
or
she
find out
cheated.
that your girlfriend's pregnant
By cheating on the drug test.
Maybe, but you you cheated on the drug test.
I'd rather fail the drug test.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
what would you tell your
it's a
wife?
thinker. Exactly.
I mean, I'm failing the drug test anyways, right? So if she's cheating on me, might as well know.
That's a good point.
Take the second one.
So you'd always submit her pee no matter what. Good call. Good call.
I'm channeling my inner Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm pregnant.
You've
All right,
been listening to
that's
Hot
it?
Sauce Sports. Well, Duke didn't answer.
Undivided attention.
Yeah.
1.
I was sorry.
You
boys.
0.
I was looking at spaghetti recipes.
It's completely divided
So,
attention.
The
so
most divided.
fucking hungry.
Your
You're
attention
more
is
divided
more
than America.
Yeah, you're more divided than America.
I'm so hungry right now.
You've been listening to Hot Sauce Sports. You've been listening to Hot Sauce Sports. You've been listening to Hot Sauce Sports. You've been listening to Hot Sauce Sports.